You are now tuned in to Two Studs in a Pod with the dynamic duo of Blaze and Meech, a weekly podcast offering a candid glimpse into the world of super terrific Uber dice, better known as studs. This week, we're talking about T.S.A. You know them, the handsy, glove-wearing, uniformed, puzzle-face agents of the airport. We're talking about what it's like to go through T.S.A. as a stud, and why we're always creating a dilemma for the X-ray machine operator. Now let's get into it. Yo, Meech, drop that beat. Welcome to Two Studs in the Pod, everybody. Thank you for joining us. As we said, this week we're talking about T.S.A. But before we get into that, how about a short week recap? How was your week been, Meech?
My week has been really busy. My mom is selling my childhood house, so there's a lot of years of things that we've been going through, getting rid of, reminiscing. So it's been fun. It's been sad, a lot of emotions. But like I said last time, we're on the big end, better things. So what's been going on with you?
My week's been all right. Just work and more work and more work, pretty much. Still, with the new puppy, we're going through training all the time. As you can hear, the squeaky toy in the background. Just mainly dealing with that. Nothing too heavy. I need to go cut the grass, literally. I've been working out, trying to get in shape for a little mini vacay I'm going to go on and just overall get back in shape. As I said in the last episode, wifey got a Peloton, so I've been getting used to that. And, just trying to get back into my healthy ways. I've been cooking a lot, trying to get back into that too. I used to enjoy cooking until I was like being really, really strict on my diet and things like that. Then it got more of like a chore than enjoyment. So I'm trying to get back into enjoying that a little bit. But other than that, week's been pretty chill. Always ready for the weekend, ready to just relax, maybe grill a little something.
No more two-stepping these days, though.
Yeah, not a lot of that going on. There is an event, though, wifey found online, because we're trying to make new friends. We're new to the area, and we haven't really met anybody. We did. We thought maybe we were going to find like friends at this puppy training that we were taking the dog to, because there was another couple there, and you have a new puppy, we have a new puppy, but they never came back to class after the first time. And I mean, my girl got up so fast after the class ended that we didn't even get a chance to like introduce ourselves or anything. I'm like, how are we gonna make friends if the minute the teacher is like, all right, have a nice day, you're like out the door.
Yeah.
Like smoking. I was like, there's smoke coming from behind her. And she's like, why can't we make friends? I'm like, well, we had an opportunity and you just left.
You gotta wait a little bit.
Right. I'm like, we supposed to like dilly-dally, and then introduce ourselves and maybe set up a doggy play date, something like that. I don't know.
Setting up doggy play dates.
But this is not like that was not the way to do it. So I don't know. Like the dog would be so useful to like make friends, but
yeah.
I don't know. That was our opportunity, and that was not it. It did not happen. But what has happened is getting felt up as I walk through TSA, the TSA X-ray machines.
That is never fun.
No. It is the source of much anxiety while traveling. It's anxiety and comedy. It's just there was one point where we were traveling a lot, and it was just I just expected it that it was going to happen. I could tell them eventually, the TSA agents, what was going to happen.
Right.
Before they even did it. It starts with putting your shoes in the little bucket
Right.
and all your stuff and toiletries and all this crap. I'm like, look at me, dude. Do I really look like I want to blow up a plane? I don't think so. That's not even like in
My
my makeup.
MO.
I'm just trying to get where I'm trying to go safely.
Facts.
So, but anyway, I have to put the shoes and everything in the bucket, and then as I'm going through, the poor X-ray machine doesn't know what's going on, and of course it lights up. So they see me, they think I'm a Mister, and which, according to their machine, only the boxers should area should like light up or
Right.
show heat or something like that. And of course, I'm not only wearing boxers, but I'm wearing a sports bra, as
Right.
all good studs would be.
That's a fact.
And that confuses the hell out of them. So now they're looking at me like, what am I hiding?
Right.
I don't think I've been through the X-ray machine one time through TSA ever in life. Usually it's like 2 or 3 times because they'll set it for a guy and then set it for a woman and then look at each other like,
What's
where do we
happening?
go from here?
What do we do? We don't have
How's
an
the
icon for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. I
So,
mean, they even have taken me to the point where they like pull me to the side and do the little hand strip test to see
oh
if I have
yeah.
gunpowder or I don't. I believe
I
that
don't
they're
know what
looking to
they're
see if I
testing
have like
for.
bomb making residue on my
Yeah,
hands.
I think so. That's happened to
I'm
me
not
before too.
exactly sure, but that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Where they wipe the little thing on my hands and put it in the little machine. I must have 100 of those things out there with my little hand sweat on it to go through that machine because, and then they'll stand there and look at me, and then of course they like a woman is supposed to pat down a woman,
Right.
but I've been patted down by men. I've been patted down by women. It's just I'm like I don't even care. Can I just get through and get to my flight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
Like
trying to get to where I'm going.
right, exactly. What's your experience been like going through TSA specifically at the airport?
So I have, two separate experiences. One when my hair is long and one when my hair was
Oh
short.
yeah,
And that I don't know if you remember that summer when we were doing a lot of traveling, my hair was
right,
short.
right,
So I would go through the machine and then when I'd step out, it would light up, of course, like in the boxer area,
right.
the bra area, and just getting patted down. Most of the times they would see that I was a female. So I've never gotten patted down by a dude, thank God. Um, but yeah, it's always a pat down, always checking my hands to the point where like I just started wearing like sweatpants or something like that would be a little bit more easier for them to feel through
Right.
because it got annoying that summer. Like I was taking a flight like every other week to and from wherever I was going. But the funny ones are when I go out of the country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did all that traveling out of the country. And, in some of the Caribbean islands, they're not used to stuff,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, so then
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through the TSA, and those are where I usually get patted down because they don't have the high tech technology or whatever.
Right.
So
And a
definitely
lot
getting
of them
patted
are
down.
homophobic
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
So
most
there's
part. Like,
always
yeah.
a concern of how is this gonna go,
Right. Yeah.
But
TSA coming through the USA is rough. Imagine
right.
coming back, which is funny to me because we've gone through TSA coming back, and somebody we know, not going to mention any
Oh yes.
names, somebody we know came right through TSA with a giant bottle of liquor.
Giant.
And just on the other side of TSA, we hadn't even put our shoes back on yet.
I don't think I had even made it through the TSA beeping thing.
Line
Like you guys made it through.
Oh my God. And here she is like, look what I got through. Look what I got through. Waving this bottle of liquor. I'm like, that is way more than 3.0 ounces. You
Right.
are going to get us hemmed up
Right.
in
Let me get
this
through
Dominican
first.
Republic TSA section. I cannot believe you're waving this around right now. You
Right.
need to hurry up and stick that back in your bag and let's go.
I think it was better that it was her that was waving the bottle
Oh,
around. I
yes.
mean, I don't think either one of us would have done that, but
No.
I think if it was one of us, they probably would have tackled us to the floor.
Yes, because I mean, we just draw attention,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
Yes, that was one of the more comical times of going through TSA.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's not only TSA, it's any time I go somewhere that requires you to go through a metal detector and get a pat down.
Yeah.
because no matter where you go or what the situation is, usually they have women patting down women and men patting down men.
Right.
And for me, it's just they never know where to.
Or when they have the men's line and the women's line, and I'm in the women's line, and they looking at me like I'm in the wrong line. I'm like, no, like you can pat me down. I'm not going over
Right.
there.
Right. It's definitely a thing, and like security in the club,
Oh yeah.
and like what they when I used to go out with straight friends, hanging out with the heteros, um especially when I was younger, and I just wanted to go out and party, and finding a good stud bro wasn't always good, wasn't always
Yeah.
easy. So sometimes you had to hang out with straight people, and they like to party, and especially those of a certain kind. And I would go with them, and their security would be crazy, and they would always pat me down, and I'm looking at them like, "Come on, bro! Like, really?" I mean. But that's even like ladies' nights. Not to
Oh.
get off topic, but ladies' nights in the club.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I used to go with this chick I was dating and her sister, and we would go every week almost. We were going to the spot downtown where it would be ladies' night at all the clubs. So we would go club hopping.
Right.
And so many times they came and they literally grabbed the drink out of my hand and
Wow.
was like, "This is for women."
Right.
And I'm like, "Well, what do these titties make me?" Let me know. Because the
Thanks.
last time I checked, these made me a woman and entitled to that drink.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I mean, even like my girl and her sister would get madder than I would. They would do that whole, "That is a girl, blah, blah, blah" crap, yelling at the security. Like, it's crazy.
But that goes to show, like I think you said it before, like people not really looking at you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if they were really looking, they would realize like that's a girl. I'm a girl. Like what are you doing?
Right. That's, I mean, wifey's always like, "I don't understand how people can't see that you're a girl. You have those big ass titties." And I'm like, "Thank you very much." Like, why do we have to say it like that? First of all,
She's crazy. Oh
can
man.
we can we not talk about them in that fashion? I
Right.
feel
But I mean, I guess when they're in the sports bar, like it kind of holds them. So
I
people.
I mean, I guess I often look at dudes and I'm like, I don't think that my chest looks like that, but I guess to other people, if they're not looking like you said, it does. But I'm like, what about my chest looks like that chest to make you think that I look like a dude?
Nah, yeah, they're
I can
just
see
looking
my
at your.
height and maybe
Yeah.
like the way that I'm built, but not so much. So like those things sitting up there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, confusion is a part of the game. Just like going through security, the easiest security I probably went through was that's not like a club or anything like that. It should be more TSA related. It's probably like cruise.
Okay. I've never been on a cruise yet.
Yeah, they do the TSA search thing, but I believe that they're more so trying to make sure you're not sneaking on liquor onto the boat. They want you to drink on their
Yeah,
own
they
boat.
want you to spend money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what
Well,
about carrying like your toys and stuff through TSA? Have you ever done that?
oh, now that's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
Because they have to scan your luggage.
Right.
But if you put it in your luggage and they scan it, they don't see your face.
Yeah.
But TSA likes to open up things. And I've seen it, and it hasn't personally happened to me, thank God.
Okay.
But I've seen it where TSA has opened your luggage, and they leave that little note in there.
Mm.
And specifically, they opened this person's luggage because they saw something suspicious. And what they saw was suspicious was her like 9-inch strap that she was carrying because she was on her way for a dick appointment.
Yeah.
And
that's,
come
that's
on, that's a
crazy.
violation, bro.
It
Like
is.
that's an extreme
I
violation.
kind of feel
First of
like,
all,
come on, you can see exactly the shape of it in the little machine. You know what it is.
I'm saying you can see the outline. Matter of fact, I just saw on Twitter the other day that when you go through the thing, the X-ray machine that they send your body through, the scanner one, you can see somebody's cock and balls.
Oh wow.
Right. And I'm like, so if you can make all that out with an X-ray machine, you can't tell me that you know that that's a dildo in the fucking luggage
Right.
that you have to open it up and inspect it?
I think they just like to do it. That's why
Yes, and I think they
I've
like
never
to.
carried it through carry on. Like I've always been like, I saw an episode of the L Word, and I know it was exaggerated, but like that episode sticks in my mind, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person where they're pulling out like all the toys and playing with them. Because I've had TSA check my luggage, but like, yo, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't.
So what happened in the L Word episode? Like she went through,
Yeah, they
she
were
had it in her
going
carry on, or
somewhere, and she had it in her carry on, and like it beat, through the thing. So TSA pulled them to the side and were like, "We have to, go through your luggage,
inspect.
inspect."
Yeah.
Yeah, so they put on the gloves and they opened it up, and she had like nipple clamps, a
Oh my god.
dildo, a butt plug. It was
Yo,
wild.
that's over the top, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were just gonna talk about like a strap, maybe a
Nah,
couple of
yeah.
dildos, but
I think
the
they did it
butt
on
plug.
purpose, for the show
Oh,
because I don't know, but that just I was like, nah, we'll have to figure it out.
I think. Well, I usually when I carry mine, I take it in my carry on luggage. I need it close to me. I can't be letting that thing travel around. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus, I feel like I need to see if anybody else, if they touch it. I
Yeah.
don't like just the thought of going through and them just rifling through and grabbing it and doing whatever. Like that feels like a
Yeah.
violation. Like that thing is a part of me.
Yes.
We are friends. We are connected. And I can't just be letting anybody just,
Right.
rumble around with it
Yeah,
all
because you
willy
don't know if
nilly.
those people are playing around with it and joking around, and you know how
Right, exactly. It's
easy
like
it can
it's not
be.
like we can see what's going on there. I mean, I don't know if you've ever looked outside the window of the plane, but it's not like they're very delicate with the luggage
Nah,
either.
not at all. They didn't break it. It's gonna be a problem.
Right, those things are expensive.
Facts. I'm gonna be up at the
So,
TSA office like somebody broke my dick.
right,
Y'all gonna have to replace this shit.
for real, I need a refund, a receipt. I'm gonna need a free flight, something. Okay, I
Facts.
was on my way for a dick appointment, and you ruined it.
For real.
Now I gotta go to the fucking nearest sex shop and buy me a new one and get used to it. And now I gotta connect with this one. I already
Exactly.
had all my vibes in that one. We knew each other, you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
just right.
We had the connection. Yeah, I'm fucking up the rotation.
Yeah, for real. Oh man, yes. Well, carry on has been away. Luckily, I haven't had a issue with them pulling it out like that.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought about the time when we went to California, and I love this woman, but she swore me up and down we only needed one suitcase between the two of us for a week trip.
Oh
Okay,
no.
right. And I was like, no, we need one suitcase each,
Hmm.
even just to go. When we come back, it's going to be even worse because we're going to have stuff. But
Right.
anyway, so here we are going to drop off our suitcase at the little luggage check thing, baggage place. I forget what it's
Hmm.
called. And what happens? They're like, oh, your bag is way too heavy. Duh. You know how many shoes I alone had? You know how much my shoes weigh?
For real.
I'm like, come on, yo. And I have to have mad boxers, and my clothes are just bigger than hers, Like,
Yeah.
it just is. So here we are. Now we got to split the bag up. Well, imagine if we only had one bag
Right.
and we weren't trying to carry on anything. Where do you think my dick was? So what happens now? Now here we are in the middle of the airport. We had to buy like a couple duffel bags because now we have to have carry on, which like I said, is my preferred way to carry my little friend. But in this instance, I had to put it in my luggage, and so here we are transferring things, and what it's like almost on the top because it would have been in the middle when the thing is closed. There's my
Right.
dick. So now here we are flinging this thing and trying to fit it into a little bag that's going to be searched
Oh no.
and easily inspected
Yeah. Not
through.
even like wrapped up, or you didn't
Right,
have time to do
exactly.
none of that.
I mean, I have the little bag for it.
Yeah.
It's a little safety pouch.
Yeah. The one that it comes with.
Yeah. But yes, that was an experience of Yeah, of a memorable experience, I should say. An experience of embarrassment, but very memorable. Going through TSA, having to switch my bag over, worrying about my dick just flying all over the place. Making
Yeah,
sure
that's
like
crazy.
I don't pull it out. You never know who's gonna recognize it. There's a bunch of freaks down here.
Yeah, that's true. Going through MIA.
Yes. That's why it's always funny to me when the TSA agents are puzzled but how to handle me
Yeah,
going through there. I'm
it's
like,
like JFK in Miami. I felt like, all right, you guys see enough of us.
right, you've
Enough of
seen a
us
lot of
work here.
lesbians
Yeah,
and studs in particular.
exactly.
Like some of them work here.
Yeah, yeah. Some of them probably checking my luggage.
Right,
Probably
exactly. And they'll know exactly what
strap.
it is. And they're the ones that's gonna leave the little paper with the
Right.
smiley face. Like, oh shit.
Uh, do you?
So right? Celebration, bitches.
Especially on those trips to Atlanta.
Oh man.
Everybody knows what's going down.
But see, that's why going to Atlanta from here used to be, obviously I could just take it with me, put it in my suitcase, and
Yeah.
because we're driving, so we don't
Right.
have to really worry about that.
Yeah. I haven't taken it on the plane yet. Because I was always scared. Like I was terrified. So I would just buy one whenever I got where I was, but like keep that. Hold that down for me when I get back.
It's a memento of this occasion.
When you think about me, there you go.
When you get lonely, baby, there you go.
I'm right here with you.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with Skype.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, I'll put my name on it, autograph that shit.
For real. Don't nobody else use this. This is mine.
Ah, in the
Good
date.
times.
Oh man, yeah. TSA is always an experience. I'm trying to think that time we went international, because that's a different. I mean, it's all TSA, but it was just like a different portion. But it's the same, all the same. Go through, beep down, beep up top. They're like, wait, oh, you're a girl. Go through, beep down below. Oh, wait,
What is that?
but why are you? Why? But I don't. Don't girls wear boy shorts? I mean, don't they have on underwear?
Yeah, but I think boy shorts are probably a little bit shorter.
Oh, I don't know. I never put some on, so I
No, but
wouldn't know.
I've seen them. They're a little bit shorter, I think, because
I mean, I've seen them, but I don't know. Like, I have some boxers that are cut kind of short. They're not like, or boxer briefs that are cut kind of short. So
I think it
I,
might be the stitching. Maybe
mm,
I don't know. I gotta find a TSA friend. If any of y'all work for TSA and want to send us a message about how those machines work,
right. Can we get some tips on how to make it
yeah,
through without getting felt up? I
yes.
mean, if the TSA agent was cute, I wouldn't mind so
Oh
much, but
yeah, one time I went to cute. Speaking of cute TSA agents, I was in Baltimore, I think. Yeah, I think I was in Baltimore, and the airport was so dead, and like I beeped, and she had to fill me up, and then I was talking to her. We exchanged numbers. That was a good TSA moment.
oh,
Forgot about
okay.
that. Yeah. So sometimes it works out.
Sometimes it does.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it's not all bad.
Not all bad. That was a long time ago.
I have yet to have one of those kinds of TSA
Oh, really?
experiences. Yes. Well, how did that turn out with the
We talked
TSA
for a
agent?
little while, but I was in Miami, so I wasn't really going back and forth to Baltimore a lot. I think I went for a graduation. I used to live in Maryland, so I wasn't really trying to do those trips. Probably had something going on in Miami that kept me
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
You're like, my strap in Miami is busy right now.
Yeah. I can't really do the distance relationships.
Yeah, that's another thing. I
Yeah.
mean, when I was younger, I was, I don't know. I guess I didn't really have a choice. It's not like I was, I'm talking about younger. Because like I said, I've been out since I was in high school.
Mhm.
So there wasn't a lot of ability to travel. There was a lot of chat lines, and it was the dawn of those AOL chat groups and
Yes.
stuff like that.
That was good times. That'll be a topic for another day. I
Yes.
got stories about those.
Oh my God, for real. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what some of these women were thinking that I dealt with. Those and the phone chat ones. Oh my God. Too many things happened due to that. Due to those phone chats. A couple of trips that require me to get felt up by TSA happened because because of the online chat. Not good. Not good at all. I was going to say not all bad, but that would be a lie.
Yeah.
Not good at all. The best part of it was probably getting felt up by TSA. But I mean, I appreciate the TSA agents and all the work that they put in to keeping everybody safe for the most part. Unless you're my wife and you end up sliding through with a giant bottle of Mama Juana or
Brugal.
something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
surprised they
guess.
didn't pull us to the side
Yeah.
for having Mama Juana oozing out of our pores that trip.
That was a fun trip.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to think. I had this one homie who would travel all the time with her, and I'm sure she probably kept a strap on, like
Like
on
physically
her,
on?
not in her luggage.
Oh,
Say what?
like physically on?
No, but now that you say that, I did know this one girl, and I don't know what her pronouns are right now.
Mm.
Um, but she did like to wear it all the time.
Oh, wow.
So I'm sure that her experience through TSA was probably, or anywhere she had to go through a metal detector or, get a pat down or anything like that. Because they even do that sometimes in Disney, like they'll put you to the side and
Oh, wow.
yeah. And if it's for certain people, I guess if you have a certain look or a certain amount, like a certain number, I don't know what their algorithm is, but um, at right there at the front before you get to go into the park, they make
Mhm.
you they do the bag check and stuff, and then they do metal detector. But they might ask you to step to the side and do like a hand one check, and then also a pat down.
Yeah, but there are also some of those like the boxer brief straps that I would imagine she'd be wearing that and not like something with some metal in it.
You know what? I never even I don't know. I have no idea. I never
Yeah,
asked.
no. Wasn't the topic of conversation.
Right. It wasn't
So,
like
what
so
kind of strap are you wearing?
yeah, so since you wear it all the time, what does that mean exactly? Because
I
I
don't
would
know
imagine
now.
those straps would get itchy. Like, not the strap itself, but the straps on
Yeah,
the side. Like I would imagine. Plus, like if some of the straps they'll be dangling way down. Like, do you
yeah,
tie it? Do you cut it? Like, you don't want to cut it because if you cut it too short, what if you get fat? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's so
yeah.
many.
All these different factors we have to take into
Right, so
account.
many variables that you have to
Right.
take into consideration. But I mean, her time going through TSA, I never traveled with her, so I don't know. Like, I never was there to see uh, what happened, but I could imagine that her time going through any kind of security would be interesting because she had boobs when I knew her. She had boobs, and she still would wear the strap all the time. So I would imagine that, uh, they would wonder how do you have boobs and a
Yeah.
ping pong? Yeah, yeah, I don't know, but a penis. I don't like that word, penis. I think it's obvious that I'm a big old
Super
big old
thick.
dyke
Super thick.
because yes, I don't even
No,
like the word penis, but
my
yeah.
my girl went to Europe. I think it was like 2 years ago with her teammate, and she said like a bunch of her teammates like traveled with their toys and stuff, and TSA didn't say anything. So
Well, I'm
I
sure
mean,
they've seen it before
yeah,
because even you know, straight people travel with toys. It's not
right,
like it's exclusive to
yeah, that's true.
lesbians. I mean, the butt plugs and all that thing.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But I just, I guess it was like a whole group of, football playing lesbians going through
No, that was
TSA.
probably interesting for them to see
Yeah.
going through the X-ray machines, suitcase after suitcase after suitcase.
How many people is it on the football team? That's a lot of lesbians.
Yes. There was another person who I saw. This is like a gay famous person, but they did post one time that they uh, ended up with that little happy face next to their strap. They put theirs in their luggage and sent it through to go on the bottom of the plane. And when they got to their destination, there was that little T.S.A. has gone through your luggage little sticker thing. See, that's where my fear lies. And I guess like when I was younger, I would have been more scared going through security with it in my carry-on bag. But
Mhm.
it is what it is. I mean, they already think I'm gonna do it anyway. So I wonder then what they really think.
Like, what is happening?
Right? Like,
What is
like
this
why do
guy
you
and
need
his girl
two?
into?
Right? Oh,
That's
like you sure it's not? No, mine is right there in the bag, sir. Nice and clean, ready to go. That's another thing. Like even like what if they do mess with it? Like what happens when you get to the other end and you see that they have I guess like you said, you just go and buy another one.
yeah,
But those things are expensive.
they are.
Like you don't want to just have to go buy another one and get used to it, unless your vibes connect. Like I look at it like Pan, Avatar, how they I was gonna say Pandora, but Avatar, how they connect to the little flying things
Mhm.
and like become one with the little flying things.
Oh
That's
yeah,
like you and your strap. Fucking TSA agents can't just be manhandling
right.
in my shit, getting their
The same
germs on.
vibes. Right. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to start keeping it in my book bag instead of taking
Yeah,
it out.
see?
Yeah.
Just gotta man up. Man up and be like,
Yes.
this is the gift, man. Like, I'm
Well,
going on a
next trip we're
flight.
going on is for driving, so
Oh,
next
see.
flight I'll be sure to take it. Probably out there.
Yeah, we're going on a cruise, so yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely brought it on the last cruise. I'll definitely bring it on this one.
Definitely.
Definitely. Cause, when the missus get to drinking,
It's Captain and Coke.
man, or just whatever. Cause the last cruise we purchased a drink package.
Oh, okay.
We didn't know what to expect. It was our first cruise or whatever. And that's why I took a big chance even bringing my little friend with me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what security was gonna be like or anything like that. But I was like, if the boat gonna be rocking, don't come knocking. So, oh, it was her birthday too. So,
Oh yeah.
had
Got
to make sure I was prepared. You never know. Like I said, when she starts drinking.
right.
So, yeah, we had a drink thing. So we were doing, well, I only have, I drink the same thing, but she was drinking like Grand Marnier and fancy shit.
Oh, you get
They were bringing in a little fancy glass.
that.
There was a couple times where I left my little friend at home, not here, but not in this relationship, but other times, and that was a mistake because I was scared of going through TSA. Now, see, that used to be the thing. Like I wouldn't bring it at all. Like you, I used to
Yeah.
be like that. Now that I think about it, I used to be like that and be scared to bring it with me going through TSA. Because if I had such a hard time as me as a person, I couldn't imagine like if they found something in my luggage like
Right.
that.
And then I'd be mad as shit if they threw it out or something.
Right. So I did used to be scared. I don't know what got me. I don't know what broke me out of that fear. And even to go from not carrying it at all to just keeping it in my carry on,
Right.
you know?
That's cool.
And not just the carry on, but you know how they let you, like, my carry on is a book bag. It's a book bag. So, I mean, I was
It's,
just bringing it.
it's gonna be right
It's not
next to
like
my
I,
laptop.
you said what?
I said it's gonna be right next to my laptop.
Yes. Now, I did almost have a oops moment where they didn't pull it out, but it almost like came out because you know how you have to pull everything out
Yeah.
at the thing where you're putting your shoes in the boxes, the little tubs. And yeah, I had to pull my laptop and the cord out and it was like caught in the cord. And I was like, oh shit.
Parents don't
The
have to
things we
go
must
through
do.
this stuff, you know?
You s-
Because we're always responsible for it. Really.
yes.
They
Yes.
don't understand the anxiety that we go through when we're packing.
Or just even going through the TSA to
Yeah.
be begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, yeah.
it's nothing for femme girls to just go through, and they already know you're a girl, so you're gonna light up in the right places.
Mm,
And if you're one of the ones who have to get felt up, they're gonna get you felt up by the right person automatically. You don't even have to make a big deal or draw attention or
yeah.
anything like that. It's just all automatic for you. Yes, it's a hassle, but imagine they make you stop the line of people
Hmm.
to go back through, to go back through,
Right,
to pull you to the side to wipe your hands with the little white papers to see if you have
right.
some
Not
kind of
everybody looking
crazy
at you
residue.
crazy, like, why you had to go through so many times?
Right. And now you get on a flight with somebody and they're hyperventilating because you don't have to go through T.S.A. check like 50 million times.
37 times.
Right. Like, it's like, I mean, like we said, it's a unique it's a unique life maneuvering as a stud through this world. It's people, I don't know, people don't quite know how to deal with us yet, especially when it comes to bringing our little toys through the airport. Well, on that note, we're going to end here. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode and have learned the many tribulations and trials of being a stud going through T.S.A. We also hope you learn that it's very expensive to be buying a strap in every city you might visit.
That part.
So you're going to want to man up and take it with you.
I heard you the first time.
Well, if you need a little more stud in your life, you can find us on IG and Twitter at Two Studs in a Pod, where we are providing stud centric content. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to shoot us an email at twostudsinapod@gmail.com. That's TWO studsinapod@gmail.com. We may even select your question or comment to share on an upcoming episode. Two Studs in a Pod is available on podcast platforms everywhere. And gratitude is always the attitude. So we want to say thank you for lending us your ear.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.